I decided to do this particular eclipse butt naked. And here's why. This Libra eclipse happened in 2024 is being governed by a god named Sagittarius. And this god gains alertness, consciousness, precision on its intentions, on its goals with the sunlight. And without the sunlight, it actually gets depressed. Now let's think about it. This eclipse 2024, October 2nd, 2024, happening at 10 degrees of Libra in Western astrology, is literally right at the cusp and precipice of the equinox, right? The fall equinox happens right after the last eclipse in Pisces, September 22nd. And this is when the sun starts to go away. This is when people start to experience seasonal depression disorder. We must understand that for this solar eclipse in Libra, this is when the depression begins. This is when it starts to get dark outside earlier. This is when we start having less sources of energy, and the sun brings alertness, brings consciousness. And that's a lot of what this eclipse is wanting us to do. Now, this eclipse will end 6 months or so now, April 13th, 2025. What's important about that is this is around the same time that Neptune will leave Pisces and it will finally go into Aries. And as an Aries, I gotta tell you, I'm super excited. I've been waiting for like at least 4 to 5 years for Neptune to go into Aries. So let's break in the chart as you hit the thumbs up and the likes button, and you do remember this, that this entire solar eclipse in Libra is about finding inspiration. Do not forget that one simple fact. It's about finding inspiration. And with the South Node in Libra, conjunct this eclipse with Mercury in Libra, the Sun in Libra, the South Node in Libra, all these things are conjunct. Lilith is in Libra. All these things are conjunct. And so there's going to be a loss in relationships, a loss in clientele, a loss in the dependence on therapy, in codependence on other people, a loss of being so sensitive of other people's need. You want to take control. And you want to start doing things for them and ultimately delaying the liberation of their soul, delaying their intentions and their integrity that's required in relationship with themselves, aka the sun, shining light on our identity, as well as taking away an identity of ours that aligned with, this is what I need, this is who I am. This is my story. This is why I can't do blah. This is why I'm uninspired, unmotivated. This is why I'm depressed. This solar eclipse is saying it's time to let that old story about who you were based off of somebody who gaslit you in a relationship from 15 years ago and told you that you weren't nothing, that you weren't worth a bag of chips. No. This eclipse is like, it's time to let it go because the South Node is there. And it wants you to let it go by actually gaining sunlight on your body, by allowing yourself to sweat out. Understanding that water is a very absorptive, subconscious energy that can absorb these programs, these identities that was assigned to you, that was given to you. So I'm telling you right now, like you see the sun is super bright. I'm staring at the sun, okay? And I do this daily with my eyes wide open. It's a little harder because it's getting brighter, it's a little higher in the sky. But this is me being humbled by the brilliance and the radiance and the light and the consciousness that God, aka the sun, okay, is infusing into me as it clarifies all the illusions from the eclipse in Pisces, all right, the lunar eclipse of Pisces, which our hidden enemies were basically being revealed and coming to a closure, a conclusion, and a grand massive healing, all right, because that eclipse had a grand trine in Earth bringing, I'm blind looking at y'all right now. Understand as well, as I say this, understand that I'm sun charged with my eyes and my physical body every day for years. So you may need to start softer. What I used to do is I used to put an obsidian up to the sun and I used to look at the sun through the obsidian. And that was some of my beginnings. And then I stopped using obsidian and I started just squinting my eyes and using my eyelids. And now I just look at it flat out. But, you know, understand that, you know, medical doctors and X, Y, and Z, they will tell you that you can't do this, that this will damage your eyes. And I'm telling you that it's time to return to the God within you. And the solar eclipse is acting 444 on screen as I said that. Angel number. Comment 444 in the chat if you resonate with what the angel number 444 is about. It's time to really build your career. All right. Build your self-worth up. take control of your life on this solar eclipse in Libra as we get ready to give all 12 zodiac signs. Now let's give some key elements on this eclipse first. The first key element is a grand water trine during the solar eclipse in Libra on October 2nd, 2024. Ending in a full moon, in Libra later of 2025, April 13th. This grand water trine is going to have Venus in Scorpio, okay, Mars in Cancer, which is already, if I'm not mistaken, it's not in its retrograde yet. And then we're going to have the last of the stabilizing Saturn in Pisces. So Saturn in Pisces is ruling your 11th and your 10th house, okay? Networks and associations, people who are willing to support you and you become the best at what you do. But by serving the people of the lower realms. Second, Mars in Cancer, which is ruling the 10th and the 5th house, saying, can you be true, authentic, and have honor and dignity in every single one of the actions that you take, even though Cancer is a sign that is able to see behind the veil, be able to see the invisible, like all these water signs in this grand water trine. And then finally, Venus in Scorpio, which is really ruling the 7th and the 12th house, saying, look, I'm not in my fall here, okay? This is an outdated understanding of astrology. The 7th house is about intention and integrity. And if I can make an intention that's full of integrity and let go of the parts of where I destroy myself and I destroy relationships because of great ancestral, but as well as subconscious and extraterrestrial / completely irrational fears as to why I destroy my relationships based off of here's how the sisters and the women in my family would operate, okay? This is the grand water trine, and so it's a triangle. This is the grand water trine happening on this solar eclipse in Libra. And water and air is a very great combination, okay? It allows us to take the sharpness of our being, of our mind, of our intentions, and allows us to soothe it with the water and allow us to actually start returning and embracing the mystery and the depth of what it means to have fun with all of the creatures that we are involved with on a day-to-day. 7-7 on screen. Comment 7-7 on screen in the chat if you saw that. It's about, you know, transferring the ancestral traumas and drama and put it back in the dirt by placing your feet in the dirt and allow that to moisten your feet, aka Pisces, the soil, and take away these negative attachments you have so you can address where in the past have you struggled with creativity and a lack of brilliance and a tremendous amount of depression, aka you were not expressing, right? And this is what Saturn and Pisces wants you to do. It wants you to look at these governing bodies that you've allowed in this grand water trine and heal and realize that they're not at fault, okay? We at this point in time can set the intention that we are going to create, all right? We are going to trust in the mystery of life, as well as, you know, embrace the medicine of birds and feathers that says not only freedom and liberation and of our soul, but also restoration, okay? And this is what the grand water trine is about as a step one. Now here is step two. Step two is Mars in Cancer has already started squaring all this Libra energy prior to the eclipse. And so it is relieving a little bit of energy, okay, stepping away, but it is still squaring the nodes, all right, the nodes of destiny, the nodes of fate. And this is the south node and the, so what it's asking is, you know, are we able to grow up in our integrity and actually embrace what emotional maturity means? Because if we can be emotionally mature with our intentions, we understand that you know, the people that we relate with requires a certain amount of harmony, and we have to stop fighting with them as a projection of how we are not accepting our true self. And that's what the North Node in Aries is saying. Can you accept your true self, and can you take action on what you truly feel, what's authentic? Can you do it with dignity? Can you do it with honor? Are you willing to apologize? Are you willing to go ahead and try something that's brave, bold, and potentially hurt somebody, but realize the truth of there's no reason to shame yourself because you didn't mean to hurt that person. You were experimenting of what it meant to explore and express your joy. And as you do that, you realize I can understand that true leadership within this particular solar eclipse in Libra is about being intentional, being excited, being loving, and that means loving for yourself, meaning that you're not going to be unwilling to experiment and try things that may be new, may be dangerous, may hurt somebody, and realize that, you know, it's okay to experiment with that and say sorry if it comes down to it. And so this is really the major aspects that I have on this eclipse. that's happening, other than the fact that, you know, you still have Pluto and Capricorn at 29 degrees, having that trine to Uranus and Taurus, as well as 2 sextiles over to Neptune in Pisces. So this is that. Let's get into the 12 zodiac signs. As I step back out of the sun, you see the sun is running away from me. I'm losing some daylight. So you know, we're going to move into the next part of this video. I love you. I thank you for being here. And remember, the most important thing is with this, get sunlight on your lower back, okay, and your kidneys area, as well as in your stomach, because this is happening in Vedic astrology with 3 planets in the Virgo section. And so the last thing I feel like was important to say was, this nakshatra in the sky that's happening is called Hasta. And it's about when you get inspired, you know, take the liberty of how you can create with your hands and start channeling the energy of the sun, as well as start using your hands in Qigong movements or your hands to go ahead and heal the unlovable parts in your body, like Qigong or Tai Chi. You can come into our membership if you don't understand what I mean by that, and we can teach you how to heal. Or you can obviously check out our one-on-one shamanic mentorship. You want to work one-on-one and get this stuff more specific and precise to you. So these are other things that happen because Virgo, this Hasta Nakshatra is about the hand, and it does well in Mercury, and it does well in the moon, and it does well in Venus. And you know, the Mercury and the moon are there right now during this eclipse, all right, in Libra 2024, the 2024 eclipse. So that's what's great. Now, it does not do well in the South Node. So it also is at the South Node. So understand that this is the exchange. It's the Libra, all right, of this eclipse in 2024, and weighing out, okay, what drains me, makes me feel depressed, makes me feel like I'm not good enough, makes me feel like I literally do not want to wake up, makes me feel like life sucks, okay, and then letting that go by identifying that. And then it's like, what inspires me? What makes me want to wake up? What makes me feel alive? What makes me feel brilliant? What makes me feel radiant? What makes me feel like I'm ready to get up and get out there? And I just couldn't wait to do this video today. Like for me, like that was one of the things, like I just couldn't wait to do this video. Like I wanted to get up, I wanted to get out, I wanted to support and help. So that's what's going on there. All right. I love you. I'll see you soon. Let's get into the forecast for all 12 zodiac signs on this solar eclipse in Libra, ending April 13th, 2025. Love you. Hit the thumbs up and the likes button. And if you made it this far, I want you to drop feathers down in the chat. Okay. Angel wings and feathers, letting me know that I'm in a position of restoration and that you made it here and you're supporting the video. I love you. Ciao. Aries, this solar eclipse in Libra is giving you a brand new beginning with your emotional expression in your relationships and allowing you to embrace your baby-like sensitivities and understand that overreacting in certain situations in order to get a response that makes you feel safe because you feel like you lack control in your relationship dynamics is no longer the way and is not true masculine energy nor divinity. So embrace that, allow your ego to go through a rebirth and return to that soft, sensitive side and still be able to be an objective and technical ruler. This is what the new moon solar eclipse in Libra wants from you, Aries. Okay, it's time to mature, grow up, and realize that you can still be the baby boss, baby. Hit the thumbs up or likes button, drop the fire sign if you were dropping and watching this. Taurus, if you've been uninspired with your work and what you do on a daily basis and feeling depressed within that, this solar eclipse in Libra is actually allowing you the chance to release the control or who has control over you. And the beauty is a lot of it is going to be either media related or is likely going to be an older brother if you have one, or a sibling in general, and somebody in your neighborhood that is making you feel like you can't do what inspires you. And what I'm going to tell you is you have a brand new beginning to do exactly what inspires you, Taurus. And so make sure you do this relentlessly and just full of joy. If it doesn't bring you joy and make you feel inspired, it's not for you, and you can change your mind. And it's just that simple. Stop undoing yourself with habits, especially media related, that are not allowing you to experience a tremendous amount of enthusiasm and optimism and joy, baby. Let go of control, drop the bull, letting us know that you're past those stubborn ways and you're moving forward. Love you, Taurus. Hit the thumbs up and the likes button. Gemini, this solar eclipse in Libra is asking you to potentially cut away from certain income streams that flat out do not make you happy. They don't bring you joy. Maybe they were able to pay your bills. Maybe they were able to give you a certain stability, but you have 6 months going into April 13, 2025 to actually create a brand new source of income and things that actually are more innate to you, that doesn't really make you need to be anything different than what you are. And it's about accepting and embracing that this is what actually brings me a tremendous amount of joy. And I'm willing to let control go and let God direct and talk to me, and I'm willing to start to listen to what my angels are guiding me to do to reinvent my finances and what makes me feel safe and secure. This is the brand new beginning that the solar eclipse in Libra has. So give yourself about 6 months to a year for this to really manifest, and just follow your joy and follow dignity. Have a lot of dignity and pride in the things that you do and you create. As for the income streams, let go of anything that depresses you. Love you, Gemini. Hit the thumbs up and likes button, and I want you to drop the little leaf letting you know that you're going to listen to God and blow in the wind and change and shift the direction in the right way. Love you, Gemini. Cancer. This solar eclipse in Libra is allowing you to rewrite the emotions that have pinned you down and made you feel like it's not worth waking up in the morning. And it's allowing you to actually step deeper into your imagination and really take a brand new direction on, here is my intention of what brings me a tremendous amount of brilliance, brightness, enthusiasm, optimism, love, and excitement. And what this is going to ask for you is to really cut away from the authority figures in your life that doesn't allow you to feel like it's okay to be your true self and reveal who you are without feeling like you're going to be stepped on in any way, shape, or form. So this solar eclipse in Libra is really for you. If you set the right intention, let go of what depresses you, and invite everything that inspires you. Cancer, I love you. I'll see you soon. Hit the wave, letting us know you're washing away any negative attachments and programs from the ancestors. Love. Leo, this solar eclipse in Libra is going to have you disappear for a little while. And it's saying, are you willing to do this so that you can address these negative attachments that has potentially either come from a sibling or a neighbor, and ultimately like step back into society at a later date, but truly and more authentically as yourself? As you really dip into, okay, what emotions do I have that are a little bit excessive, and they're also just not mine. And as I embrace that and let that go, I can actually invite God. I can invite God to speak through me as the physical vessel. And if you have the intention to let God be your guiding system of courage, then when you speak with that passion, everybody's gonna listen, because you are letting go of identifying with what you say, how you say it, and you're allowing God to speak through you on this solar eclipse in Libra. So I want you to drop the star emoji in the chat, letting us know I'm bright, I'm brilliant, and I'm letting God speak through me. All right, Leo, see you soon. Thumbs up, baby. Virgo, this solar eclipse in Libra has you trading superficial relationships, connections, and conversation that you have for depth, for complete and deep intimacy. It's allowing you to say, I'm worth being who I truly am, and my self-esteem is going through a brand new renewal in all of my relationships. And I'm going to show up with integrity in a whole new way and be tremendously intentional with how do I let go of certain habits and certain foods that actually make me feel depressed, because it's too hard to digest my experiences that I have in relation to other people because of these foods. And I'm going to start fueling my body with things that are more vibrant and sun charged and makes me feel alive, and they are very natural and organic. And as a part of that, I'm going to feel more inspired to use my literal hands to create and carve new income streams based off of my own artistic senses, abilities, and talents. Virgo, I love this for you on the solar eclipse, this solar eclipse in Libra. It's like, wow. Okay, hit the thumbs up and the likes button. And if you agree and you rock with that, I want you to drop an avocado in the chat or a kiwi, letting me know these brand new foods are taking me from depression and they're stepping me into the radiance of my being, because my physical body is divergent and I am one of purity. And that's going to allow me to walk through, listen to God, and do what I know I'm supposed to do. Thank you, Virgo. I love that for you. I really do. Hit the thumbs up and the likes button. Libra, this solar eclipse in your sign is having you step into this brand new personality and identity as you become the authority and the boss of yourself. You start taking your own emotions and the sensitivities you have of other people's emotions and how you want to help, support, and serve them. You're deciding, okay, wait, am I serving myself? Am I balancing out the heart and the mind in a way that at the end of the day, I feel in my relationship dynamics like I am worthy of the same support and attention I give other people. It's letting go of the parts of your relationship that actually made you feel like you were less than, depressed, or people didn't appreciate and support you. And it's starting to supply yourself with the energy of loving and nurturing relationship, one with yourself, which is ultimately reflecting a nurturing and loving relationship with the people outside of you. And this is a brand new beginning, brand new start. It takes 6 months to a year for this to fully implement itself, but you got to do this and be very hands-on with your radiance, with your abundance, with your joy, and with your excitement in your relationships. Okay, so you got to literally tell people and put your hand on and be like, stop in the name of love, and love yourself in the process. Become the authority of your emotions and your sensitivities, and start using them accordingly in ways that bring you brilliance and inspiration to create something in your career that's worth leaving in history for all of time, Libra. I love you. I thank you. I see you soon. Hit the thumbs up and likes button. I want you to drop the fist in the chat like Black Power is in your corner, baby, because you the authority now, mother lover. You the authority now. All right, Libra. I'll see you soon. Scorpio, this solar eclipse in Libra is rewriting the hidden enemies that have been in your corner and have been in your shadows of your mind and the recesses of your subconscious, and is allowing you to find a more optimistic approach out of the darkness that has kept you down and depressed, that has kept you feeling paranoid. Okay, Scorpio, this solar eclipse in Libra in your relationship dynamics, at the end of the day, here's what it's going to be doing. It's going to allow you to address your enemies in the real physical world in a new way, and start to understand that these are karmic debts that you've had, and that you are equipped to destroy them, but with light, with the high frequency. You are no longer doing a death stare. You're no longer sitting there trying to manipulate and control. You're embracing the path of God, and God is saying, I have a better way for you to handle and deal with this, Scorpio, and it's going to be an eclipse and a solar new moon. So you have a new manifestation and possibility of how you deal with your enemies, and you're no longer dealing with them by lowering yourself down to their level. You're going to take control of your own life by allowing God to take control of your intuition, of your third eye, of your crown chakra, your ultimate understanding, the clarity and the wisdom that you come through, and allowing yourself to detach and realize, wow, I as a Scorpion, the phoenix of rebirth, have the ability to destroy by being born again. I don't want to necessarily say better, but in a higher frequency, okay? Led by something of your top chakras and not the lower fearful chakras. And this is a beautiful brand new beginning in your relationship, Scorpio. It's the kind of thing that's going to allow you to start to help other people through their karma, because you're going to recognize that your karma is their karma and their karma is your karma, and you are all one and the same, and you are divinely here to support people that you are intellectually and spiritually more advanced than. And so you're going to meet people who are going to act like little children, and at the end of the day, you are equipped to help them, and that's why God's going to bless you. All right, Scorpio, hit the thumbs up or likes button. I want you to drop the fire emoji in the chat. Let me know you're being reborn like the phoenix. Okay, fire emoji down in the chat. I love you. I'll see you soon. Scorpio, this solar eclipse in Libra has you gaining a tremendous amount of power. I can't believe how powerful you are about to be in your relationships, and how your networks are in the process for the next 6 months to 1 year supporting you. Your connections, if you stay and remain intentional with them, are taking you out of the more depressive narratives of, you know, why don't anybody really truly accept me for the powerful being that I am as I continue to ascend with optimism and enthusiasm. And the reality is they are right now, because you have a brand new wiping and cleansing of the slate. This solar eclipse in Libra is bringing you the proper, unique alien tribe that actually resonates and vibes with you. And what you're going to need to do is accept your energetic debts and the ways in which you and your own subconscious mind, by thinking X, Y, and Z, has put yourself in a little tight hold. And you got to really accept, how did you steal your own joy? How did you control your own mind? How did you put yourself in the situations that were a little more depressive? And then when you accept and embrace that, the optimism is going to take you out of hell, and you're going to be smiling all the way to the top, baby. And so this solar eclipse in Libra is something magical. You're stepping into a tremendous amount of immense power, Sagittarius, and no one's going to see it coming except for you if you allow it. So if you believe in that, I want you to drop the arrow down in the chat letting us know, boom, you're shooting sky high, and this is what you do. This is how you live. You the optimistic king or queen. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up and the likes button, Sagittarius. I'll see you soon, baby. Capricorn, this solar eclipse in Libra is a very karmic transit for you, and it's having you address the ways in which the things projected outside of you that have seemed like they were trying to pull you down, especially the enemies that you may meet in public or who seems like they want to have control and authority over you, is the way in which you want to control your own mental environment as well as your own occupational mindset, in a way where, are you with integrity rising to the top of the ladder in exactly that, in integrity, every step of the way, understanding that karma binds you, okay, in a way where it is a fail-safe program. So when you meet people who you see as morally unjust or not righteous, it is reminding you what you do not want to be. So this solar eclipse, all right, this solar new moon in Libra is saying, can you embrace the brightness of relationships, the brilliance, and understand what about the people with these conditions, these familiar patterns are part of a parallel reality, a hidden part of your psyche, in a way where it's like, okay, no, I'm letting go of this depressive narrative, and I'm going to look at what inspires me about the future as I continue to rise to the top. What inspires me about the moral, unjust people that I've come across in my business, in my career? And as you embrace and accept that, here's what's going to happen for you, Capricorn. You're going to become the one that is most sought out, the one that people are like, I need your services. I'm ready to work with you. I'm ready to give you my money. I'm ready to support your dreams. I'm ready to support your aspirations. And you got to get real hands-on with the creations and the way in which you control and take control, okay, of yourself and your own emotional disturbances that do depress you, but now are starting to lift you and extend you and express your art forms in a way that is completely magical. So drop down the GOAT in the chat if you know is what you is, the greatest of all time, Capricorn. We love you. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up and the likes button. Aquarius, this solar eclipse in Libra is creating a brand new relationship with your father or father figures, people you deem as role models in your life. And it's helping you understand how have they in plain sight become your enemy, but somewhere that you don't understand it. And the enemy is not as simple as, oh, they want to hurt you or they want to physically cause harm. Rather than they have had control over your mind in a certain way that has blocked your third eye intuition. And you are in the process of a new solar eclipse in Libra of actually reinventing the relationship you have with masculine energy. And instead of denying masculine energy and the support that it can give you, the clarity, the wisdom that masculine energy, the gentleness, the softness, the compassion that masculine energy has, because it is a very sensitive energy, all right? It is the externalization of your feminine. When you embrace that relationship with your father and how it has negatively found a way to control you, you can leave the narratives of these depressive forms of how it has depressed your masculine, and you can step into how your masculine energy is a walking inspiration and allowing you to leave the state of observation, the state of silently becoming resilient, and express that outward resilience that you've built from your inner feminine. And this is something where you are starting to really take control of your path and the relationships in which you involve yourself with masculine figures outside of yourself. And at the end of the day, this is y'all creating a new patriarchal world that is going to be more humanitarian and balanced, which is the way you want to happen. And especially, and understand this is happening within you. So your projects are going to benefit in the workspace. You're going to start creating with your artistic senses, and it's going to be something marvelous, Aquarius. So I'm excited for you. This is a brand new making of your masculine energy and your sensitivity, and you're not doing it from a hurt or wounded place anymore. You're doing it from a very divine masculine light place, and that's something amazing for you, Aquarius. So if you agree and you're down with that, I want you to drop the crown in the chat. Let me know. I'm putting this masculine divinity and celestial energy back into action in a way where I'm leaving aspiration and I'm acting on my goals. And I'm excited for you because you're being led by the God within you, Aquarius. Hit the thumbs up and the likes button and drop that emoji of the crown down below. See you soon. Pisces, this solar eclipse in Libra is allowing you to address your relationships in a way that not only allows you to express and actually move towards the fears that you've had to create and use your artistic abilities, but is allowing you to actually take control and take power of your own psychological motivations and understand what has the role of your father or father figures or role models in your life had. When it comes to, making money by doing things that bring you joy, making money by things that allow you to maintain honor and dignity and pride and a sense of excitement and emotional creation and enthusiasm during this grand water trine, you're letting go of and focusing on a tremendous amount of restoration and healing as you move towards fun, enjoyment, and radiance. You are going to have to let go of the depressive stories and things that have controlled your psychological outlook on why do I desire to do what I desire to do, and can I dismantle those depressive stories and allow them to turn into impressive outlets of celestial creativity and divinity, and step into my art form, my new form of art, where I have a tremendous amount of pride, joy, and love for what I do on a daily basis. This is something for you, Pisces, where I'm excited for you to step back in power, step back in control. And I want you in the chat to drop the shower emoji. Let me know that this shower is the new meditation of me cleansing these old fears of mine and saying, these are not fears, these are reasons for me to blast off into my power. I love you, Pisces. We'll see you soon on this solar eclipse in Libra 2024. Ciao.